having a great day today. Let's get this changed on over. Yeah. Well, welcome in. Fair today, since there's a couple of different events going on still in Zone Zero, we'll just kind of dive on into those. Granted, I don't really count this as, one of those. And it is kind of like a little bit of a fan-ish kind of thing, but still. And we still technically have Into the Pale Waste to finish up some of those little, side things going on there. But mainly what I was going to go after today was since all parts of it are finally out, I was figuring we could check out Wind Chaser, Harumasa, there we go. Sorry, occasionally I sit there and screw up, and say those names, but, and then, kind of learn how long that ends up taking, and we, like I said, if we end up, breezing through this, then, we could finish up, Into the Pale Waste, or, I don't know, probably dive into some of the other kind of random stuff going on. But, with that being said, I figure, we'll just kind of roll right into it. So, sit back, relax, enjoy your time here, as we just kind of roll on to the story. An unseen price to pay. What? Okay. But into immersive storytelling, you cannot complete missions, other types, okay. One morning inside the HSO Section 6 office.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health. I'm here to submit my sick leave form. Same as before. You know the drill.
Right.
3 sick days this week. Got it.
Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
Theory is just theory. It's not like I can control this. You all know I've been sick since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO, but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
And your reward, her by constantly taking sick leave.
I didn't choose you out of pity. It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
Oh, you're too kind. What can I say? I'm a genius.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
A correction? That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading.
I'm just waiting for this to be like
So, it was my cat's temperature.
Should you really be admitting that when you try to ask for more time off?
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work. But a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned?
Because it's too good to be true. And even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences.
Right.
That was a cool line, Yanagi.
Thanks, Chief.
I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago. It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but the side effects are severe. It worsens corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to turn into an ethereal.
Yeah, those are some pretty negative side effects there.
Oh, those are the consequences Nagi was talking about!
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts.
But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just say something?
Nope, nothing. I'll let you get back to approving my sick leave then. My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying.
Not even trying.
Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone.
Right.
Oh, this guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He takes a leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Right, yeah.
Haramasa just has something he has to get done. If possible, I'd also like to...
Oh, no, you don't. Chief, we have a very important meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it. And don't be late.
Oh,
Sometime later, inside the video store, there was a faint knock at the door. However, there was only one knock, and it quickly went silent. Why, so what is my... Was it my imagination, or was that a knock on the door just now? I heard it too. Who would only knock once? But it really was just one knock. That's certainly weird. They didn't collapse outside or something, did they? We should probably go check just in case. Alright, let's see. Let's go see who's at the door. Oh, one sec. Oh, right. Yeah, we haven't had Billy do it in a while. So I'll get this set up real quick since we're already at the video store. Alright, let's go see who's at the door.
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
I knew it was you. How'd you?
I knew it was you. The only person that's too lazy to knock twice.
Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock.
But
More importantly, I need your help with something.
and what have you done if you know, one of her, you know, your knock, since you only knocked once?
Actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
Okay.
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the Hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that I can trust.
I know this is about work. Since when did you become so passionate about work? Yeah, let's go that way.
No way. This is actually for work? Since when did you become so passionate about your job? Is there something you're not telling me?
Ouch, that hurts. As a professional executive officer, I have always been proactive at my job, haven't I? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on?
I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means. This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
Sounds suspicious.
That sounds really suspicious. If we were in a movie, this is the part where the protagonist asks, but at what cost?
Wise is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they?
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous. In theory, it should have been completely destroyed years ago, but recently some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before.
Alright, before I kind of continue in on this, Aramasa takes the day, you know, sick leave, you know, all that kind of shit, but he's still digging into, you know, the thing that's going on at work. Couldn't he have just sat there and told them at work, you know, it's like, I need to investigate something into this, you know. So basically just do field work kind of thing. No, let me take a sick day. I don't really it's like, you're still doing work. Why'd you have to try to make the excuse?
And my goal is to find him. Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation. Denny's are meant to be spent, so just name your price.
Should have mentioned that earlier. When do we leave?
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So, when do we leave?
Now, no time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner.
Alright. Oh, right, yeah. Saying EOS over there, not. Yeah, physics. Alright. Off we go on another adventure. Next. Okay, was not expecting that to be the team up section, like selection. Can set up electro quivers on the field. Okay, well, I've already been kind of playing with them for a while, so I kind of already know these. Well, generally how this kind of stuff works.
Let's search for clues in this area and see if we can find anything on this suspicious drug. Whoa! Looks like we've got a big one over there. Combat isn't my thing.
Oh shit, oops. Didn't press that one. Oh. Alright, anything back here? No. Well, to think I'd find a helicopter here at all places. That's a shame. This big guy's out of commission, and the clue I was hoping to find isn't in it. Do you like helicopters? When I was little, I once fantasized about riding the wind. That way, as long as there was wind, I could go anywhere. As if I were born free. Actually, I shouldn't just learn how to pilot. Oh. Actually, shouldn't I just learn how to pilot a helicopter? I already knew how. I support that. Go learn it. I was just kidding. You probably wouldn't believe me, but my phone's locked pattern is always an arrow pointing to the upper right, like a plane. Okay. Though that symbol's got a few other meanings. Oops, I'm rambling. Let's keep moving. Fair. Alert! A suspicious biological signal has been detected ahead. Please remain alert. Additionally, a control switch for the container has been located on the opposite side. Use it if needed. The source and comma of the tribulation. Hermasa can press and hold. Tap on to enter name mode. Logging into mechanisms and many cargo trucks within the field of view. Trucks in the field of view. Oh. While aiming mode, you also can switch targets by moving the camera. Really? So you're just kind of telling me how to shoot things, okay?
A bow is so convenient at times like this. It's perfect for someone as efficient as me.
I think you mean lazy.
Ambush! Oh my, now there's a familiar face. If someone from public security is here, I must have found the right place. Come on, let's go say hi. How do you do, my fellow officers? Great work.
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again.
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work.
That'd mean that you'd actually want to take credit for doing work.
Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy, just not in the same year. So, Asaba, executive officer, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much, really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case. Can I take a look at the samples you seized?
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet.
Hey, he said he just want to look at them. Doesn't want to take them or anything like that.
The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? I forget. In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the Hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me.
It kind of sounds like abuse of authority.
Mr. Executive Officer, it's not that we don't want to provide them. It's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room, and we don't have any with us right now. Right, Seth?
That's right!
Right.
Oh, has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you aren't willing to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself.
Hermasha dashes over to Seth with incredible speed.
Such clean moves. Wait, did you just go through my pockets?
Aha! Found it!
Why would you have evidence in your pocket, Seth? It's a little weird. Hermasha picks up the syringe he confiscated from Seth and carefully examines it in the sunlight. So, wasn't it just nighttime when I went here? Then under the sharp gazes of the officers, he squeezes a few drops into his palm before lowering his head to sniff the scent. Then he casually tosses the drug back at Seth.
This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. If you ask me, this isn't the real stuff. Just a cheap knockoff.
How did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Nice.
Oh, thanks for the compliment. By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Hey.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my bamboo here. I believe in you. Go team!
Don't use me as an excuse.
Come on. Using me as an excuse now?
You're making me sad. I genuinely wanted to protect you from the bottom of my heart.
Just ignore him. Let's fight.
After a fierce battle, the public security officers defeat the swarm of ethereals. But right at that moment, a boy appears nearby, stumbling toward the group.
Help! Help me! Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help? They are still there. Help!
His eyes. What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption?
There's no time. I don't think he can see us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
The kid's turning into an ethereal.
But why? His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus his core came out in seconds. That's impossible.
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me, now. I'll take him down.
Alright.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling that isn't your average ethereal? You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
Damn it! Don't underestimate me!
The audacity.
I won't miss. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? It's over now. Rest in peace.
What happened to him? His corruption symptoms were unlike anything we've seen in the handbook. And his core appeared almost instantly. There was no chance we could have saved him.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on a sec. Sorry, take care of something on the side there.
That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of a late-stage disease.
Disease.
Ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Where do you come from?
People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all sensory perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption. Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse. And there's no cure yet. Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years?
Do you know each other?
We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts. That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the Hollow and end his own life. Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles sooner.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease? At any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here?
Go ahead.
Sorry, let me get coffee then. Seth and the other officers step aside to start examining the evidence left by the ethereal.
I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be... and become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive. But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent, and hard-working kid. It looks like all your effort has paid off.
Diligent? Hardworking?
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking. None of that sounds like the Harumasa I know.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome to make up for my past mistakes.
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been acquitted.
Whatever you say. What does any of this have to do with me?
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together. I found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together as classmates.
You've been investigating Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there's still many clues left behind. If we work together and investigate the shelter, we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now.
Let me think about it. By the way, Master told me that I was his only student, and you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid, and didn't care about these things. So I'd appreciate it if you stopped acting like we're friends.
Come on, but we're indeed...
Sorry. How much longer will you need? It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP.
We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone.
Harumasa grabs the bamboo beside him and rushes toward the hollow exit, as if he's afraid someone was going to ask him to stay and work overtime.
What were you guys talking about? I couldn't follow at all.
Sorry. That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe.
Okay. Right.
To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards, the kid turning into an ethereal, and Kirishima, none of that was part of the plan.
Who exactly is this Kirishima?
What's up with that Kirishima guy? He said he was your senpai, but something felt kinda off between you two.
Okay, sorry, that just kind of like threw me off because what Weiss said is not what This says we have history with something felt.
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him.
I can tell. It's a little surprising.
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? Well, that wanted criminal is my master. His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment.
Okay.
Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
What do you think of your master?
And what about you? Do you want revenge against your master too?
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects.
Oh, that's just wonderful. Okay.
There. I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think? Oh, one more thing, very important. This isn't actually for work. Just my private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you about it, can you keep it a secret for me, please?
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me, and I'll think about it. Yeah, fine.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks. You're the best partner. Oops. I didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out.
Actually, I don't know if that was really the proper choice put there, since, you know, Miyabi and, Inagi, kind of wanted me to be completely truthful with them, so I wouldn't get arrested for being, you know, a proxy.
I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
Though I came mentally prepared, I knew dealing with an executive officer would get complicated. And Hiramasa, he's definitely hiding something from us. I think so too. He probably has his reasons. You got a point. Feels like he's probably omitting things. Anyway, it's getting late. Today's been such a long day. I'm so sleepy. Gonna hit the hay. Get some rest too, okay? Alright. It's the crown and chains of genius. Okay. Up we go. Yo, right on time. This place has a good rep. Seems pretty popular too. Would you like a hot? Oh, that's alright. I mean, free food is free food, right? Wait, did you ask me out just so we can mooch off? Oh, just so you could mooch off? Wait, did you ask me out just so we can mooch off together? Huh? I was just kidding. It's about that commission from before, of course. You've met the one treating me to... Oh, yeah, you've met the one treating me to this meal. When people are unusually nice for no reason, it might just be a trap. If anything goes wrong along the way, I can only rely on you. Okay. If possible, I'd like to be buried at sea. Hey. That escalated quickly. Oh, looks like they're here. In the distance, a familiar figure appears. Harmasa's alleged senior classmate from before. 3 young people, looking a little uneasy, trail behind him. Huh? Sorry to keep you waiting, Harmasa. And this is my friend Wise. He's interested in the sanatorium you're running. The big shot tycoon runs a super successful business. If you impress him, he might just invest. Guys like him love donating to good causes. Huh? That's right. Indeed, a big shot tycoon, yeah? Haha, well, I'm honored. Right. Now here, let me introduce.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke, say hi to everyone.
Nice to meet you. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in.
I know I'm probably like overthinking this, but I feel like he's technically continuing, his master's work.
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food, shelter, and medical care. Without him, we'd be homeless. We're all very grateful to him.
See, I can't remember what her name was, but I mean, you look really familiar to the one of the promoters from my store.
I'm just doing my part. Ether aptitude regression syndrome is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're going through.
Oh, really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of this disease are pretty well known.
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
Nice. Harumasa is still a genius.
He's still a genius, you know.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot.
At the table, Kirishima goes on about Harumasa's glorious past. According to him, Harumasa was a real prodigy. It's a mystery what happened to make him the guy who can't even be bothered to knock on a door twice. Not sure if Harumasa is shy or what, but every time Kirishima flatters him, he just keeps his head down, fiddling with his phone. Is he the type that gets embarrassed easily? The group chats over hot pot in a pleasant but not exactly lively atmosphere. Of course, Kirishima does most of the talking. The sanatorium kids are very shy and quiet. Throughout the conversation, Kirishima repeatedly tries to steer the topic toward their master, but Harumasa skillfully changes the subject each time until they finish eating with no chance to continue.
Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Before he can finish, a familiar public security officer walks up to him.
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with. Please, come with us.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Illegal activities? You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here for you. You know exactly what this is about. Now come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station.
I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
I'm pretty sure someone can, escort them back.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
Mr. Kirishima, shall we go?
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But... could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
Why not just have us take them straight to the sanatorium? What are you trying to hide?
Oh. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
That just sounds more and more suspicious by the second.
Oh, I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million dennies on it.
Okay, you're going to look over there. Little board. Yes.
That's right. I'm very interested in your project, and if I like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million.
Hopefully Seth doesn't interfere and be like, what are you talking about?
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
Why are you asking one of your patients that?
All right. I'll bring them to the port and your staff can meet us there.
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it?
Got it.
See you later. All right, everyone. Let's go. I'll take you to the port.
We're here. Here. Mr. Harumasa, you drive way too fast. I feel a little... Oh, sorry. Did you get car sick? Want to take a break? I'm... okay. Harumasa's usual smile fades as he scans the surroundings. His sharp golden eyes glinting with an unusual edge. After quickly assessing the area, he breathes in a sigh of relief. Looks like your contact isn't here yet. In that case, let's go check out the ocean first. Great idea. I knew you'd be on board. Come on, ocean ahoy. I don't think this is a good idea. Mr. Kirishima. Mr. Kirishima's gonna get mad. Yeah, Mr. Kirishima never lets us stay outside for too long since he's worried about our health. He doesn't care that much about what that guy thinks. Relax, as long as we keep it between us, he'll never know. But I want to see the ocean. Kinda, you? Come on, don't overthink it. Oh, sorry. Come on, don't overthink it. If anything happens, I've got you covered. Just follow my lead. And I already kind of spent some time exploring around here before. So we're just gonna kind of roll on over here. It's beautiful here. Yeah, I didn't expect the view from this side to be so stunning. This side. But you live nearby, don't you? Haven't you come here before? Oh yeah, of course, we've been here. Just slipped my mind for a sec. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. We don't get out much because of our condition. Take it easy. Now that we're here, let's just make the most of it and have some fun. Yeah, not even the air here feels so much... yeah, even the air here feels so much fresher. Ah, over there. Look, seagulls. Where? I want to see them too. What's so special about seagulls? Why is it flying at me? It must have heard you talking trash about it. Spend some time together, enjoying the sea breeze and the beautiful scenery around you. If only things could stay like this forever. Ka's words seemed to trigger something. as all three of them become somber. At the same time, Hiramasa seems to notice something in the distance. The expression suddenly becomes serious. But just as quickly, his usual smile returns, as if nothing happened. Alright everybody, I have an idea. Since the weather's so nice and we've got so many people, how about we play a game, you know, to pass the time? Let's play hide and seek. What do you say? Okay, these are supposed to be like kids that are like sickly and all that, like, you know, have like sick condition and all that kind of stuff. Do you really think it's a good idea to sit there having them play hide and seek on a fucking port? Yeah, let's play hide and seek. What do you say? That's a bit out of the blue. Oh wait, probably because whatever he saw, probably. Yeah, I knew you'd want to. So Eyes and I will be the seekers, and the three of you just have to hide. Huh? Why are we suddenly playing hide and seek? It's fun once in a while. Well, since Kano's all for it, I guess I'm in. Great, you can start hiding now. Just don't go too far, alright? You turn your backs together. You can faintly hear the sounds of everyone's running off. Looks like you're a little confused. Did you see something just now? You got sharp eyes. You got sharp eye yourself, I see. I saw the contact Kirishima mentioned. He's right over there. But he's got bad eyesight or something. Hasn't even noticed us. You don't want to hand them over to the contact, do you? Had everyone hide? Exactly, something's off with these kids. They're clearly afraid of something. Kirishima brought them here for this meal, probably to convince me he's turned over a new leaf, and to convince me to help him find my master. But my guts tell me there's something fishy about this sanatorium he mentioned. I got Kirishima out of the way during the meal so I could talk to the kids alone and see if I could get anything out of them. So you're the one who called in public sec. You teamed up with Seth? Nah, it was all legit. Anonymous tip-off and all that. That's too stubborn for his own good. By the time he wraps his head around it, I would have already taken care of everything. And the charges I listed, all true. Stuff Kirishima's done in the past. It might not be enough to put him away, but it's more than enough to make him sit through an afternoon in public sec. Pub sec, you know. Now the tricky part is, these kids don't trust me either. Not surprising given where they come from. We'll need to earn their trust first if we want to figure out what Kirishima's really up to. Of course, before that, we gotta deal with this troublesome contact. Hiramasa pulled out his phone and started fiddling with it. All set. Use the power of money to round up some helpers. dear contact's probably gonna spend the afternoon enjoying a really good nap. Wait, our dear contact's probably gonna spend the afternoon enjoying a really good nap. Is this really the kind of thing an executive officer can do? You get connections on both sides of the law, huh? Come on, don't act like you didn't already know. Besides, there is no absolute justice or evil in this world. Alright then, let's go find those kids. One sec. I need to stretch a little bit there. Taking a picture of the seagull. The seagull apparently not really lost. Yeah, good picture token. Oh no, you found me. It's been a while since I played hide and seek. I didn't expect it to be this fun. You hid really well. It took us a while to track you down. Really? Yep, for real. You picked a smart hiding spot. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. What did Kirishima say about me to you? He said that you're a very important guest and we should make a good impression. Something like that. Now that guy sure likes to make things up. We did know each other as kids, but we've got nothing to do with each other now. Probably want us to take advantage of my position in the HSO and get me to bend the rules for him. But that's not happening. I'd get fired for that. Then why are you with... Oh. Then why are you with Mr. Kirishima? Well, the truth is, while working in the Hollow recently, I ran into a boy who'd been consumed by the corruption, turning him into an ethereal. Turns out that boy was one of the patients from your sanatorium. His name was Shinya, I think. According to Kirishima's statement, Shinya couldn't bear the pain from his illness anymore and chose to take his own life by running into the Hollow, where he was eventually turned into a ethereal. Shinya wasn't what? It's nothing. By the way, I noticed you seem really concerned about that girl, Kana. Is she okay? Shinya's death hit her really hard. Shinya and Kana had known each other for a long time. They grew up together. They were among the first to enter the sanatorium, so I guess they supported each other through it a lot. I see, that explains it. I've noticed Kana hasn't said much today. She's got me worried. She reminds me of a girl I worked with once who had emotional issues apparently ignored. Emotional issues are apparently ignored. It only got worse, and she eventually took her own life. Ooh. Sounds awful. Kana wouldn't do something like that, would she? To be honest, I've studied a bit of psychology. if she's left on her own, left to her own devices, it could be dangerous. And what should we do? Please, you gotta help her. Can you tell me more about what's going on with Kana? Actually, I think she might be like that case you just mentioned, Mr. Haramasa. I know her illness makes things tough, but Kana wasn't always like this. She used to be the most optimistic person in the sanatorium. When I first got there, I almost didn't make it. It was her who got me through the roughest patch. But after what happened with Shinya, she completely changed. She's closed off, barely says a word, and won't even touch her food. No matter how much I try to cheer her up, nothing works. At this rate, her body won't hold up. She's my best friend. I just want her to be happy. So please, help her. I understand. Don't worry, we'll do what we can to help. You might not believe it, but my friend here is also pretty good at comforting people. That's right. I love how modest you are sometimes. I'll leave it to you then. Give me one sec. Just make sure. Oh, okay, that's just a notification. Oh, not kind of fucked up. Alright. Okay, that kind of answers why I only had 2 indicators, but at the same time... So you found me after all. By the way, have you found Kana yet? Not yet. Why are you only worried about her? No, I'm just worried about Kana since she's been feeling down lately. I've been meaning to say this for a while. You've got a crush on Kana, don't you? How'd you know? I mean, no, it's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Okay. Don't be shy. I think you two would be cute together. Really? You think Kana and I would be good together? Looks away. I'll just go with that. Absolutely. You gotta trust my judgment. Kana would never like me. I mean, she's always had her eyes on Shinya. Shinya was a friend of ours from the sanatorium, but some stuff happened, so he passed away. Right, some stuff, like him becoming ethereal. I see, so you feel like you could never measure up to someone who's gone. Of course not. It's just, Shinya, he got hurt because of us. Uh-huh. I don't have it in me to be as brave as him. I didn't even have the guts to fight back. Sounds like your friend did something really amazing. Yeah, he did, but I can't talk about the details. That's alright, I understand. Sounds like everyone at the Sanctum is really close to each other. How close are we to each other? Okay. People like us could disappear from this world without warning at any given minute. And this illness, the longer you stay in the sanatorium, the older you get, the more likely it is your illness gets to you. We've had friends who were fine one day and gone the next. So yeah, we're all close because every meeting, every conversation could be the last. Honestly, sometimes I wonder, is it really worth all the effort just to keep living? It is. Hermasa looked at this guy with a serious expression. His golden eyes steady and profound as if filled with untold stories within their depths. It was as if he wasn't just looking at the person in front of him, but also glimpsing fragments of his own past as well. Because I want to believe that everything is worth it. So until the final moments arrive, don't give up, alright? I got it. By the way, would you help me talk to Kana? She's been really upset after what happened to Shinya. I'm scared she might do something reckless. Don't worry, we'll talk to her. Did Kana get lost or something? We need to find her fast. Let's split up and search. She couldn't have gone far. Okay. Where to? I've got a hunch. Let's check near the lighthouse. There's no sign of her around here either. Do you think she snuck up the lighthouse? Let's go check. Wait, isn't this area off limits? Did you forget? I'm an executive officer after all. At times like this, you'll just have to trust me. Come on, let's head up the lighthouse. It's been so long since I've seen a view like this. Then take a good long look. After all, the view's not going anywhere. Do you know about her illness? Of course, I also know about Shinya. Your friends are really worried about you. They want you to keep on living. I wish all of us could be cured, but they never wanted us to get better. So what? What? They don't want you to get better, so that's what they want. It's got nothing to do with you. The only thing you need to consider is, what do you want? Tell me, if we're destined from birth to tell me, if we're destined from birth to live only a brief, painful life, what's the point in trying so hard to live? Oof, that's a pretty heavy question. For me, though, it's because I want to believe that something good will happen. Like you, I spent most of my childhood in a hospital room because of my condition. But now, at least, I can stand in a place where I can feel the wind. Hermasa turns towards the sea, letting the gentle breeze lift his yellow headband. In the distance, seagulls cry as they fly by, and the sunlight shimmers golden across the water. But the brightness of lights sparkles in his eyes. Okay. A lot of archers don't like the wind because it messes with their aim. But I love it. It gives me this sense of freedom. I didn't expect you to be such a poet. I was thinking I'd get a snarkier answer. Oh, come on. I'm always super gentle to you kids. See? Wise gets it. You're so close. Which is only natural. Twice the best partner I could ask for, after all. I'd be totally lost without him. Anyway, back on topic. This is your life, Kana. You have to decide what you're living for. But if you really don't want to live anymore, well, there's nothing much I can say. I gotta listen to that. Come on, I'm just being honest. Don't you guys ever get tired of people shouting, "Stay strong," and "You gotta keep going," like they're selling some self-help course? Gets annoying, right? Yeah, hearing that can feel like salt in the wound. But no matter what, being a survivor in your own heart is better than just being a victim, right? Even Shinya, I bet he never saw himself as just a victim. He must have chosen his path to protect someone precious to him. Just then, Tsubaki and Ryose show up. Oh, damn. Kana, there you are. Are you okay? I'm fine, I just wanted to take in the view a bit longer, to remember it better. Well, you should have said so. Easy peasy, since everyone's here, let's take a group photo. The photo will preserve this moment. Alright. Let me take the picture. Sure thing, best to leave the photo taken to the pro. I guess that's roughly the angle they want. The photos you take are great as always, Wise. Wow, they look great. Let me see. Did the wind mess up my hair? I don't think so. Looks pretty good to me. Really, Kana? You think I look good? Stop twisting Kana's words to suit yourself like that. thanks for the photo. I really like him. Don't mention it. So what do we do next? We still have plenty of time. There's only one task ahead of us. To enjoy ourselves here. Wow, the scenery here is amazing. The sea breeze, so refreshing. Exactly. I don't know why, but it feels like the whole world has suddenly quieted down. We could stay here all day. Uh-huh, well, better not, you might catch a cold. So sweet and thoughtful. It's okay to have one day like this sometimes. It depends on who you're talking about. For you, it shouldn't be a problem. But for people like us, we need to be more careful. By the way, this place is a great photo spot. Leave it to me. I'll leave it to you then. Kind of a weird angle. Look up. You seem like you're pissed off. Shibaki, over here. Hey, say cheese. Oh, I'm not ready yet. I see. The millman outsourced this task to you. What do you have? What, do you have something against bamboo, do you? You completed the mission perfectly, you know. Of course not, just a little surprise, that's all. Don't worry, since you've completed the mission, you'll get what's owed. Mr. Aramasa, would you like to take a group photo together? Coming. Alright, let's leave it at that for now. Goodbye, friends. Are you talking to the bamboo? No, just to myself. They're calling us over for a photo. Let's go. Spend the day strolling, having fun, and enjoying each other's company. By evening, you gather again near the fast food stand. Tsubaki, let's go to the restroom. Ryuzaki should come too. Huh? That isn't appropriate, is it? Just do as I say. Kinda dragged Tsubaki and Yosei away. Probably going to discuss whether they should trust us or not. You really have got a knack for intel gathering. You've really got a knack for sweet talking. Got a knack for interrogating. Thank you for the compliment. But you know, I feel like I can see a bit of my past self in them. Especially Kana's question. I've asked myself that many times before. Sadly, this is something no one else can give you an answer to. True as if you spent time with your past self then, you already become a capable adult. Now who's the sweet talker here, huh? Just then, Aramasa seems to hesitate to say something. At that moment, a familiar voice suddenly comes from not far away. It's Seth and his colleagues. I see some familiar faces. Let's go check it out.
Wait, you mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
Living beings? Like animals? Or do you mean live ethereals?
You can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
What?
Live? Human tissue?
It's from patients with a special disease. We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us?
So
I think it was called ether aptitude regression syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets. They rarely make it past their 20s.
And, you know, we're just kind of squaring around 3 children with the freaking, well, young adults, whatever, with
the gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
But I thought the disease was because they had low aptitude. Seems kind of...
What wonder drug?
Counter.
This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it? Do they even see them as humans?
Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients. It could worsen their illness, maybe even kill them. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it.
Hey.
Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer.
It's still made from other humans.
But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too!
You make a good point.
Yeah.
It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea.
They're not...
Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious.
No.
Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary sacrifices we have to make.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice! We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO,
We pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally,
There we go.
not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform.
I was kind of like he was just mostly kind of putting it in, the officials, kind of like standpoint, not his own personal one. Seth, calm down.
Hey, Seth, calm down. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh? What's my brother got to do with this?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Seth Lowell.
Huh?
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you.
You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
Yeah.
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid, not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive. Well then, I'll leave you officers to your work.
You're just gonna drop that information, just be like, okay, bye. Not sure about what's going on. You walk away with Harumasa. From a distance, you hear Seth's confused voice asking for his partner's opinion. He appears to suspect that Harumasa is making fun of him.
What was that all about? Things escalated pretty fast. You're not mad, are you?
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug. That's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
It's fucking horrible. The production of this drug is messed up.
The production of this drug is unethical. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see.
Harumasa looks like he has something to say, but remains silent in the end.
The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them.
Okay.
What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
Bitter gourd juice? Your taste is quite something.
Bitter gourd juice? That's a unique choice.
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor.
Yeah. Everyone orders their drinks. An awkward silence settles in until Tsubaki, Kana, and I forgot how his name's pronounced. Exchange looks.
Relax. You can trust me. Not just because I'm from HSO. I've also got some unfinished business with Kirishima.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya. And others, too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
And why the hell do you guys stick around? Well, never mind. Without him, you'd be homeless, so...
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
You knew?
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up.
Yeah...
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab, but he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him.
Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us.
So that's probably why it wasn't as potent, but the side effects were way stronger.
But Kirishima... he injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself. Just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects. Fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
I know people at public security. Let's go and report this case immediately.
We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
How's your condition right now?
Not great. I probably don't have much time left.
Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay.
I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works. At the very least, I want to do something meaningful before my time is up.
No! You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid.
Okay, maybe it's just the way that was worded, but it sounds like literally they're having patients extract the fluid from, like, the spinal fluid from each other instead of the doctors do. Anyways, as the kids tried to volunteer for each other, Hiromasa stands up, signaling them to stop talking. You then notice Kirishima approaching.
There you all are. I've been looking everywhere.
Look who's here. What took you so long? I thought you'd forgotten about these kids.
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now.
Right. You exchange looks with Hiromasa, who ever so slightly shakes his head. All you can do is watch Kirishima take the kids and leave.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and mics on them.
Okay. Hiromasa hands you a small earpiece. Moments later, Kirishima's scolding comes through.
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supplies.
Okay, that's just disgusting to end up hearing.
Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch.
Through the earpiece, Kirishima threats continue, with the kids shaking, suppressing sobs in the background. After a while, Kuramasa sets down the earpiece. This guy is pure evil.
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up. As for the spinal fluid, I'll figure something out.
Are you okay?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today. Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea. Thank you, Master.
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine. But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband. With that, I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye.
The headband isn't what does that. Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've been awfully quiet. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already. I'm just like those kids. I have ether aptitude regression syndrome. This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart.
Ooh.
As you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
Are you doing okay?
Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry, my condition is mild. I'm not gonna die that easily.
But you also are part of, HSO. People that go into hollows all the time, so...
You know what they say. The bad guys always live the longest.
Kirishima is the real bad guy here. Wait, I hope he doesn't stick around.
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited, but they never came back. I was too little to even speak properly then, but even if I knew where home was. There was no going back. After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things, like how to draw a bow, how to wield a blade, and how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck. But hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oops, I've said more than I should. But that's all in the past now. I don't care anymore.
I'm glad it doesn't bother you anymore.
I'm glad it doesn't bother you anymore.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my Master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my Master, but for the sake of those kids, too. When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
Didn't expect Hiramasa to have a backstory like that. So all those times he was slacking off or taking sick leave was actually because of health issues, not an excuse. That seems to be the case. I thought he was just a natural slacker. Now I feel bad about it. But let's wait for his message. Alright. On to the next one. Yo, you're right on time. I've made plans with Kirishima. We're going to the base where our Master used to hide. When the time comes, I'll be counting on you, partner. Accept the position, I'll see it through to the end. Don't worry. Just as I thought, with you around, I always feel incredibly safe. But before we set off, I need to do one thing. Don't worry, it's not something they'll require you to put in extra effort. It's just a normal leave request.
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to see you all.
Harumasa, you're late again. And Wise?
Oh, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSO, so he's here to check out the place.
Right.
What he said. I have considered it.
You've got great potential. I'm sure with a little effort, you'll make it into HSO. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place. But you always managed to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now.
Yeah.
Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time. If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off.
Huh? Really?
Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters. As the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Oh, so you're training! Is there anything we can help you with, Harumasa?
Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload? I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah! And if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all.
Thanks. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You leave HSO with Harumasa. You're acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death flag, was it? Oh.
You were acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death flag, was it?
Sometimes I don't understand them given those two options when they both end up getting used.
Of course not. I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the Hollow.
I don't know why I just started kind of like thinking about this. There's been quite a few times they've gone to do like proxy work and all that kind of stuff, including out in the outer ring. But this stuff put all across their freaking van and all that shit. But all that fucking like equipment in the back, it's like it's just random plague around your windshield. I think you might have kind of. Yeah, I thought by now someone probably would have kind of exposed you. Alright. Actually, give me one quick moment, I gotta hit the restroom. So we're gonna take a quick little break here. Be right back. Alright. Let's see here. You have received an email from an unknown user. Here's a brief summary. Still worried about your children's education? Get a free trial of online video lessons and let your children learn happily. EOS has been enrolled in these online classes. Huh? Okay. Off we go. They still don't really explain why, Jinny's here, but I'll just kind of roll with it.
Let's see. The place we agreed to meet Kirishima.
Please note, there is a mechanism here that can move containers.
Oh, so see that.
Gee, this place really is a port. There's so much dust. I have a sensitive throat. Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But it's no biggie. Let's keep going.
Break away in one hit.
I didn't even mean to do that yet. What's wrong?
What's wrong? You feeling okay? I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired. You don't look okay. Should we get out of here first?
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest.
Okay. I admit I haven't been at my best, but it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through. It's my last chance.
Do you really need to find your master that badly?
Do you really need to find your master that badly? Even if it means risking your health? I need an answer. And more importantly, I cannot let Kirishima get to Master first, or obtain his research data and drug samples. If my master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die. And not just patients suffering from ether aptitude regression syndrome, but many ordinary people will become his test subjects. It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no going back. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help. Please, fight with me until the very end.
If you insist. But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life highly, and the last thing I do is push myself too hard.
Really?
All right. Let's keep going.
Wise, should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse?
Don't worry. I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong. They'll be able to get here in time.
Good thinking, Wise. I'll reach out to them now.
Hey, that plan B is still a secret.
Stay on your feet! Just up ahead. Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. But there's no other choice. I'll just have to suck it up.
Hermosa, you finally arrived. As I said before, there's plenty of clues left behind by your master here. As long as we follow these clues, we'll probably track him down. I hope so. By the way, I found some sort of mechanism your master left here. I spent ages trying to open it, but no luck. He sure is cautious. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll have what it takes to crack it. I'll take you there now. Oh, by the way, the weather and time inside can be chaotic. No need to remind me of that. I almost forgot. You're now an experienced executive officer. Follow me. Yeah, the weather can just be a little severe in here, apparently. Nothing around here, so off we go. This is the place. Looks like the elevator system's been out of order for a long time. Some places are inaccessible. Look at that suspicious container. Knowing your master, there's definitely some kind of clue hidden inside. I racked my brain and tried all sorts of methods, but I still can't get it open. so it's all up to you now. Hurry and figure something out. Wow, you just told me to hurry up, okay. Hermosa doesn't respond. Instead, he surveys the area, then suddenly bends down and picks up a piece of nondescript paper in a corner. How the hell is that piece of paper not destroyed with all this rain? The paper looks very old, and the writing on it is faded due to years of wear. What caught the eye is a special mark in the lower right corner. And inside the letter, each paper once contained many words. However, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be decrypted, such as words like price, salvation, and exchange. Like exchange the present for possibilities. Yeah, with all the terrible weather here, I'm pretty sure this would be completely fucking destroyed. But whatever. I don't know, so what are you looking at? Nothing, just a scrap of paper. Hamasa deliberately avoids Kirishima's gaze and carefully tucks the piece of paper away, then gives the bamboo in front of him a quick wink. Alright, let's dig into this and see how we can crack the puzzle he left us.
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead.
Thought we came from over that way. Oh, right, other side. No. Okay.
There's a device on the wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Harumasa, what's wrong? Not feeling well?
I'm fine.
Harumasa pauses for a second before finally opening up the shipping container. As expected, it's filled with daily items, medical equipment, and heaps of research materials. Kirishima seems to be desperately looking for something amidst these items. At the same time, Harumasa hides in Kirishima's blind spot, quietly opening up the paper from before.
This is a letter?
Each paper once contained many words. However, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be decrypted, such as words like price, salvation, and exchange for the present for possibilities, always hiding nearby. apart from that, there's also that unique symbol, the key to this mystery. Hiromasa reaches out and gently brushes his fingers over the symbol. Perhaps it was your imagination, but you think you saw his hand temporarily trembling just now. Okay. Do you recognize this symbol?
Do you recognize the symbol? Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy. Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends. So, we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw this symbol on a note. Then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery, or just tell me stories.
Meanwhile, Kirishima finally stopped his rummaging, seemingly finding nothing.
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now, I'm not so sure.
I never thought there'd be nothing but junk here. Damn it, where did he hide it? At that moment, a loud rumbling sound suddenly comes from a distance. A long silent elevator slowly starts up. Long silent. So it's connected to the, so it is connected to the elevator. The elevator, does that mean, I get it, he must have hidden it. I mean, I know another place we can reach by elevator. There must be a clue about the Master there. Come with me. You know, they're so convenient if I believe this blocks off all. Okay, never mind, actually, that doesn't block off that way. Okay. That's actually further. Elevator. Blocked off, so there's something like stashed over there. Or, oh, that was too bad. Oh, wow. Can you just slash the damn thing? Yeah. Gotta switch characters just so I can freaking open the box. There we go. Oh, that looks fun.
That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now! There's gotta be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts.
Master's whereabouts. Huh. Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. And those are definitely his glasses.
Yeah, I don't think your master's around anymore.
Is he really still alive?
Harumasa, I know you're concerned for his safety, but try not to think about that right now.
Enough! I'm tired. I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from the start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive?
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me. Since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you. Your precious master? He's over there growling right now.
You mean... that ethereal?
That's right. That ethereal is your master. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players. It's only fitting he ends up like this.
I had questions for him. I haven't...
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research. This is a chance to go down in history. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the Hollows. We could even conquer them!
You're insane.
When that time comes, a new world will be born. And I will be its god!
Okay, yeah, so you are insane.
Even if it means stepping over countless bodies?
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you. Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You're an a-hole.
You really have the nerve to say that.
Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research.
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production.
That's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research.
Okay, this dude is truly insane.
You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his demise. What a joke! Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him.
You mean he...
Oh, you're deteriorating rapidly. Looks like luck is on my side.
Don't get cocky. As long as I'm alive, I won't let you have that briefcase.
We'll see about that.
Damn it. More ethereals are showing up. We need to take them out first. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
By the time you clear out the ethereals, Kirishima has already vanished.
I don't see Kirishima. He must have slipped away.
Let's go after him.
We don't know what he'll do next. Should we go after him?
What's happening with your body?
What's happening to you, Harumasa? Kirishima said you were deteriorating. Please, talk to me.
I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. I'll be okay in a minute.
Why aren't you telling me the truth?
If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately.
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse. So, I had them use my spinal fluid instead.
Huh?
We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our only lead to the power players behind him. After taking everything into consideration, it was my only option.
You need to go to the hospital now.
You need to go to the hospital, now.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain. More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal. It might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form.
are in really bad shape, and you still want to fight that ethereal?
Don't worry. No one values my life more than I do.
Hiromasa looks back, smiles at you mischievously like usual, his yellow headband fluttering in the wind. Then he grips his long bow tightly and charges forward without the slightest hesitation.
Well, thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner. No need to worry. You should be happy for me. I can finally put an end to all this.
Place to blonde. Oh, never mind. Going back this way.
Here comes the burst! Hold again. You walked right into this one.
This guy is too tough. Why don't we... No. Trust me. I can beat him. I have to.
Who's the pathetic one now?
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
Oh no. If this continues, he'll... Master. How to bring...
Are you okay? Is it illness?
Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see your hero anymore.
Hey, give us back the key!
Who do you think you are? Just stay here. You won't survive for much longer.
Damn it! I won't let you...
Harumasa! Harumasa, wake up! Stay with me!
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet! I still have... unfinished business!
Listen to me, Harumasa.
Master.
The essence of archery is not to be sought from the outside. It resides within you. Each time you pull the string.
It's useless. Even if you smash it, as long as there's a single drop, my people can replicate it. You...
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
Hiromasa, what have you done? Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world. I guess this was my final vacation request.
Wait, no! Stay with me!
This headband is yours now.
Huh? Can I really have it?
As I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
Got it! Thank you, Master.
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Did I do something wrong?
Whoops. It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me to skip work and take a break. But not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do. And I will finish it.
Will you come back after your break?
If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me. If the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice. But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil. So, Asaba Harumasa. I wish for your life to always be your own. Not a sacrifice for anyone or anything. And I'm sorry.
With Section 6 help, Kirishima and his accomplices are swiftly subdued. The unconscious Hiromasa is rushed to the hospital. Harumasa's state is dire and is given a critical condition notice. But just when the doctors are out of options, he miraculously awakes. Several days later, in the Section 6 office, the once serene workplace seems to have been decorated carefully.
What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it?
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness.
That's right! We've prepared lots of yummy goodies!
Asaba, you're on time today. Very good. To celebrate, we've invited a special guest.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue. But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early, and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed.
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6. And with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush. But thanks.
You did basically just inject something, like a drug into your fucking system to try to just remove it from the, world, so we'll not have to worry about people sitting there doing that shit in the future.
What was that saying again? Those who survive a catastrophe are destined for great fortune. Guess I'll take a fortune cookie.
You have a nice chat with everyone in Section 6. Unfortunately, work comes in and they start getting loaded with dull paperwork. Hiromasa winks at you and excuses himself to rest, as he's still recovering. This guy, he's got slacking off down pat. At Hiromasa's invitation, you join him on the rooftop, where he often sneaks off to at work.
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in my neck, I thought I was done for. The doctor said the fact I was alive was sheer luck, not to mention how quick my recovery was. They couldn't explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. Guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
Probably the reason that, your ethereal master wasn't protecting that so much is, I don't know, maybe he finally perfected or something like that, so that briefcase was holding the, true sample. But you're okay.
I'm just glad you're okay. So, what happened to Kirishima?
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. Their conditions are stable now, and I'll be helping with their living expenses.
Okay, well then you better not be slacking off at work anymore.
As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that's a decent lead to work with.
Yeah. What about your master?
About your master. Did you take care of everything?
Yeah. I've collected his belongings, and the funeral's next month. Though, I might be the only one attending.
Hiromasa lifts up his hand and gently brushes the ends of his yellow headband.
To me, Master was my only family. So I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word? Just like my birth parents did. But now, it just feels like none of that matters anymore. The deceit and exploitation were real. But so are the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too.
Do you forgive him? I don't think he deserves forgiveness.
Have you decided to forgive him?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. It's just acceptance. I take it as it is. Good or bad, pain or joy. There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what makes up life itself. There's always going to be evil, but there's always going to be good out there too. Like how I was on the brink but recovered miraculously. Even though I've lost family, I got to meet you and my amazing teammates.
Suddenly a phone rings. It's Hiromasa's specialist doctor.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life.
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease.
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you.
Okay, so yeah, it literally was designed specifically to work on him.
We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only works on you. Must have been made by someone who knew your condition inside and out. It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death.
Hiromasa hangs up the phone after a brief chat with the doctor. He looks a little confused, as if he needs a long time to process this fact.
So, it wasn't a miracle.
No wonder the Ethereal was guarding the drug.
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness. No wonder that Ethereal stayed near it.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me. I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him.
Hiromasa leans against the rooftop rail and stays quiet for a long time. Just when you think he dozed off, he breaks the silence.
Thanks for being here. Don't worry. I'll live my life to the fullest. But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life. Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
All right, I promise.
Thank you. Though, I really hope that day doesn't come anytime soon.
I hope that day doesn't come ever.
All right. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest. In this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
After enjoying the calm for a while, you suddenly receive a message from Hiromasa. To celebrate his partial recovery, he wants to invite everyone for a small gathering at the port. Because I will admit for a minute there, looked like they're about to kind of kill him off, even though he just recently, kind of okay. But everybody's right here. Why are they telling me to talk to the boatman? Looks like none of my friends were late. How sweet of you. If I'm not mistaken, there's only one person here who's known, I've known for being late. Oh. Who's that? it's Hiramos himself. Oh, since you put it that way, I'll have to admit to it. In any case, to mark my brush with death, or rather my miraculous survival, I've specially invited everyone to relax today. I've even picked the hottest hobby around, sea fishing. Yeah, if we catch a big fish, we can eat it right away. Nope, you have to bring it back and cook it first. Today's perfect for training with a sea fishing competition. Looks like Chief has gone all out. Asaba, your health. Sorry for not telling you all everything earlier. It's true that my situation is pretty serious, but I can still work normally. Section 6 pays well, so I'm not planning to leave yet. But I do have a small request. I'd appreciate it if you all stop looking at me like I'm on my deathbed. If you can treat me the same way as before, that would be great. To me, you are the same to me as before. There is no difference. I see. If our supervisors have any questions about this later, I'll find a way to handle it. Thanks. You're still the most reliable one among us. Huh? Is Hermosa different? Not at all. I'm still your slack-off partner, Sakaku. Just kidding. Don't worry. I should be fine for a while. As for the future, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But today, the main event is sea fishing. The doctor says it's good for my physical and mental health to come out and stay active. Right, Wise? Oh, yeah. Nice. You picked up exactly where I was going with that. The preparations will take a little longer, so feel free to wander around before then. The sea breeze here is very pleasant, so make sure you enjoy it to its fullest. Bamboo Boatman. This ship will set sail soon. Please prepare to board. If you'd like a group photo, please take it here. Well, since you said so. Time for a group photo. After that, everyone tries sea fishing under Harmas's guidance. After some initial confusion, everyone gradually finds their rhythm and catches some fish. If you ask who caught the most, of course, it's Hermasa. What's with... I think they might have accidentally just put an extra O in there. With his usual mischievous smile, his golden pupils reflecting the vast sky and ocean. The wind blows, gently lifting his headband like a long-delayed farewell. Perhaps the long night hasn't ended, but hope always glows with golden light. the end of the story. How am I not gonna eat? Okay, now I'm confused. Complete all challenges, challenge targets through. Huh? Story part. Okay, so that was just the story part. Oh. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll try this stuff out. $240. It's about 4 minutes. Increase the number of electro prison stacks applied to Hatoi in increasing maximum size. Of all characters in the team except Hermas of all characters in the team except Hermas has increased. And then the crit hit is triggered. Electro quivers will be generated. Grants additional alternate further increasing the damage of that one. I don't know what kind of bang boo they want me to add there. Well, actually, we'll probably go with the electroduder. Deploy.
What's this?
Ambush!
Back up here. I'm here. What's this?
Ready.
Screw that up. Nice. Complete. Oh, sorry. Alright, next one. Probably gonna stick with generally the same setup here. I know, really, that's probably the only real setup I can really go with that.
clear mind. Arrows fly true.
I'm doing kind of bad at these, but we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. Oop, nope, don't go flying all the way past them. Oh boy. Dollar hand and up. Okay. Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong one last time. Okay, it's weak to ice and ether, but we're still sending in electric people. Okay.
This won't hurt. Let's test your metal. Following order. Come again. You walked right into this one.
That was 1 in 100, I guess.
Here comes the first.
A clear shot. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? Let's go make this. Oh, okay. Moore's. No. Tried but true. And let's keep pulling the bamboo out of there.
I should double check. You are the one that actually does the electric stuff. Yeah, okay.
What's this? I want a bonus for this.
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
Neat and tidy.
Full of openings. Break away in one hit.
Time to reload.
With a clear mind, arrows fly true.
Get a whittle! Let me give you a little treat, like this. Here comes the first. Face the consequences.
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
It's no good surrendering.
Who's the pathetic one now?
Ooh, that was getting kinda close. Okay. Down to the last two. Details. Yeah, all weak against electricity. Okay. And again, you guys can literally just leave this one in here. Okay.
This won't hurt. Not. Back up here.
Combat isn't my thing.
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? With a clear mind, arrows fly through. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? Fancy testing my aim?
Neat and tidy. Let me give you a little treat. Like this.
Target practice. Who's the pathetic one now?
Behave. Let's test your medicine.
One more to go. Okay. It's still only 4 minutes to clear it. That probably wasn't. And I felt like it didn't work that well compared to how I was doing these other ones. Play.
Round them up.
After this, I can go home, right? Ready. Get through the tape, will you?
With pleasure. Following orders.
Fancy testing my aim?
It's no good surrendering. What's this? What's this?
Target practice.
Fancy testing my aim?
Neat and tidy! Incoming!
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
Here comes the first! Let me give you a little treat! Like this!
Full of openings.
Just leave it to me!
Make way! Combat isn't my thing. With a clear mind, arrows fly true.
This won't hurt. Please, don't resist.
This arrow will hunt you down. Let's keep it up.
Help again.
Target practice.
You're not. I'm right here. Here to assist. I want a bonus! Justice is served.
Stop by 14 fucking seconds. Oh, technically 15.
With pleasure. Keep a look.
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
Just leave it to me! Get away from me! Understood. You walked right into this one.
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
Neat and tidy!
Full of openings. With a clear mind, arrows fly true. Stay on your feet.
Here comes the first!
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
It's no good surrendering! Bye-bye, suckers! Boom!
Target practice. Combat isn't my thing.
Back up here. Yep. What's this? Incoming!
Be gentle with the pace, would you?
This won't hurt. Don't resist.
This arrow will hunt you down. Ever heard the whistle arrows in flight? Let's keep it up.
Yep. Keep it going. What's this? Are you red-handed?
Don't worry, I'm terribly weak.
Please. Oh, okay. Damn, that was a little intense round since I pushed up through that. I'm pretty sure those rewards, you know, want me to actually get like S rank across all of them, so. Alright, so that knocks all them out. Rewards, and now claim all the rest of those. Alright. So yeah, that was everything, right? Okay. Shop. Now, are these actually designed to end up being like just enough to? Oh, whoops. Because I just grab whatever, you know, seems like I need it the most at the moment. Yeah, we'll just grab all those while I'm at it. Grab all these. Yeah, I think this is just gonna end up equaling out. Let me guess. This will be exactly 90. Yep. Alright, completely cleared out. Okay. Well, that was loads of fun. Wait. Wasn't there still one of these in here somewhere? Oh, never mind. That was a dumb moment. Yeah. It's like I was in there forgetting, I'm like, yeah, technically these, like, for some reason my brain was registering them as books, when it's like, no, these are videos, so literally since I was standing in front of the TV, that's where they were taking place. Learn about Ancient Orion's issue, what the hell? Oh, I haven't done the daily task stuff. I just kind of dove straight into that. So let's just kind of go take care of that real quick. Yeah, we'll find out about that in a little bit here. Grab my dailies.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
Well, it does feel like I'm doing this a little backwards, because normally I sit there and knock this stuff out beforehand. I know I'm gonna need a lot more level up stuff. Yeah, let's grab more of those.
Weakling.
Again, I need 39 from this.
My blade is already sheathed. Now that I got all that gathered up, grab all of that. What do I still need for this? Take a photo of the 4-convenience store in Lumina Square.
play game at Godfinger. Leave request. Complete wish events in quality time. For the time being. Dealable. Oh, you just take me right back to the same thing. Okay, whatever. Anyways. Achievements, agent story, claim. I should go check. Okay. Rewards. Claim all. Okay. Claim all those. Shop. Oops, that's not shop, that's storage. Shop. Signal shop. 44. There we got all those cashed out. Alright, and we're gonna, what's this about? I don't remember this being here earlier. Did this like unlock after, like right after I finished the storyline thing, or did this actually unlock while I've been playing today? Yep. I still want to try to get this weapon. Let's go. Come on. Game me, dude. Come on. Yes. Well, I'm getting overexcited. I need to wait, test the thing, confirm that, you know, I just got her weapon. Bloody bad. Pretty sure I already got that maxed out. I think it's the next one. Nope, not yet. There we go. Hell yeah. Oh, that dude is fucking sweet. Other monster builds, I think I probably burnt up all of my extra supplies for doing rank ups on those. Rest season, but let me out. Hell yeah. Detail. Oh, I don't have enough for one of those. Well, I can't really try to roll that out. Well, actually, I know I technically probably could just wait, but two. All right. Now, can we get you? I was probably pushing my luck a little too much there. Alright, let's see. What do we get? Magnet. I already have you maxed out, don't I? Anywho, let's just kind of get this weapon all cranked up and ready to go.
We fighting? Take me.
This is the path I follow.
Equipment. Let's grab you. Enhance. Conversion gain. Okay. Modify. Enhance. Just kind of sucks I gotta disassemble those just so I can end up getting enough to keep modifying the thing up. Oh, it still will outmatch this one at the moment. So yeah, replace. Not to mention it's her actual weapon. Yeah. Alright, so
Eradicate all evil.
one of those rare cases where I'm actually able to get the character and the weapon during the banner. Okay, storage. Let's grab you. Unlock both of these. Auto add. Confirm. Alright. I still find it strange though, so they're knowing that's like Rena's weapon, Soldier 11's weapon. Let's see here, some Kaku's weapons are maxed out. The bunny butt, I guess, can actually use a little... Well, that's probably a terrible way to describe that, but essentially what it is. Okay. Cycle. Quick select. B. Clear all those out of there. You know, really, I don't need. Well, unlock it then. It's like I don't technically need these. I can't do anything with them. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, I'll just have someone actually need a freaking... one of those ones, and I'm pretty sure the freaking S-rank ones would have been way better of a choice. Well, not to mention I also got this in right here. So, yeah, recycle all that. There. Just kind of double checking some stuff around here. Although really need to end up getting more abnormality weapons. Does seem pretty good. With that, I mean, there's still 18 days left to this banner, but it's like, I don't know if I want to sit there and try to pull extra copies of them, try to rank them up, or if, well, actually I could just go after his weapon next, but I don't know, I might have to sit there and see who the upcoming characters are and all that. But wasn't there, something at hand? Yeah. I don't think I'll have enough time to do that, though. This just reminds me that, you know, I got this going on. What's it saying is new now? Oh, never mind, it's still just these. Yeah, you want me to end up going over there. Click on the shutter, finish. Well, actually, I could just knock out a couple of these puzzles. Like, it sounds like just some quick puzzle kind of stuff I gotta do. So we can just check that out real quick. This place looks like... I'm not sure what it is. Don't be discouraged, investigator. We can reorganize the combat data. No matter how many times we sort it, can you actually recognize this? This blonde explosive pneumatic agent Ryan? Hmm? Ah, citizen. Our investigator Tully and I blocking the entrance to your shop. I'm sorry, we'll get out of your way. Can I help with anything? Can you? You see, the HIA and HSO jointly organized a photography collection event, but we mixed up the images. Wait, investigator Tully, we can't. Everyone's submissions are so diverse, and I'm unfamiliar with some ethereals and hollow environments. Could you help us sort and reorganize the images? Investigator Tully, how can you just hand things over to an outsider so easily? Agent Ryan, I've met this independent investigator a few times at the HIA club. You should trust my judgment. I can't believe Tully is so aversive and interdepartmental communication. It's completely different from how she was being all cutesy with Layla and Bertha at the club. What a hard-working little bingo. Let me take a look. Okay, so what the hell? Okay. Hey. Okay. Play each puzzle and get corresponding rewards. Click here to shuffle the current puzzle and try again. Yeah, I'm not reshuffling it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Hey. Well, that doesn't seem right. There we go. Over there. Oh, that one goes right here. Yeah. And then switch these two around. Okay. Image. Okay. Nope, that one. That's not where that goes. So Billy, I believe, is right over here. Wait, no. Down one. Over. That's your foot. So that would go there. Real quick. Okay, I just want to make sure that one goes up here. This one goes over here. And switch those two. Okay, well, you're all out of puzzles for me now. Well, that was quick. Some of the image data is still being repaired. Could you come back later? Investigator Tully and I will complete the repairs as soon as possible. Okay. that, I'm probably just gonna wrap things up here today for stream. I know it's a couple minutes earlier than normal, but I mean, most of the other stuff that's going to be going on probably in the game is probably take a little too long for me to end up doing right now. And so, probably just be best if I just kind of wrap things up now. I mean, I could technically detour to go grab more. I'm not going to bother with you. I'm trying to grab extra supplies all over. Oh. I want to move her back over to... We'll move back over to hand so I don't forget them still working on this one. Just so I keep that in mind. Alright. But yeah, with that, I will be kind of bringing today's stream to a close. Just because, yeah, I don't really got much time to end up trying to do much else, because it's all going to take more than the time that I really got allowed right now. So, anyways, thank you all for joining me today. We're just going to switch on over to ending soon. And I'm going to get everything wrapped up here and sign on out.